Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So with Ethereum, we have reached a target range between 14 and 1500 here for this green C wave. Yeah, we talked about this scenario already a couple of months ago or a month ago, that we should get here in this green count A, B, C into the region between 14 and 1500, which means we are now sort of in the target range for the C wave. It means we don't really need to push any higher. However, the subdivisions suggest we should get one more wave 4 and one more wave 5, because we can count it as an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, and the C wave consists of a 1, 2, 3, there should be a 4, and a 5th. So I'm still looking at higher here. I'm going to show you two counts and what we now need to look out for to understand, do we still get the 5th wave? So, by the way, before we do a bit of a deep dive into the lower level wave count, this is also what Ethereum would need to do to prove that a low is in. Yeah. So what Ethereum would need to do to prove a low is in is not to make only this ABC and then break down, and then we have the next decision point here around $1,000. No, it basically follows the same count now until we have this third wave complete, but it then doesn't break down. It makes a higher low in a wave 4, higher degree, pushes higher in a 5th, comes down in ABC in 2, and then we can say that the bear market low was most likely in. Bitcoin can do something similar, of course. But as you can see, a lot more is needed for that. We're basically only halfway there. It will be extremely interesting today. We've got CPI data release. I'm going to do a live stream later today. I will post that here on YouTube. I will also post it on Telegram and Discord for channel members, just sort of for info. I will start approximately half an hour before the CPI data release. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So first scenario here is, of course, that the high is now in. Yeah, it can certainly be. I mean, we have enough waves to count this move up as complete. The C wave. No, sorry. Yeah, the C wave. Let me just double check that. Yeah. So it moved up enough. So it could very well be that with this latest high, or with this latest top, the high is in. It's not my primary expectation, so I'm not going to chart out that detail for you. What you need to know, it could be that we've had the high already in. I don't believe it. I don't think it is, okay? I don't think it is. It would mean that this C wave peak is already in. But again, the subdivisions suggest that we should get a 4th and a 5th. So I'm still watching for that. So we basically disregard the option that the absolute high is already in. I don't see it, but I'm going to show you which levels need to, or let's say if certain levels break, which, what is the outcome, from which level can we say we are already breaking down, but I don't expect it at the current stage. What is relevant though? It is relevant now to understand, is this wave 3 here already over or not? Is this wave 3 over? And I think the way this looks at the moment is we might still get another push to the upside before we come down in this 4th and move up in this 5th. And if I go to the 1 hour chart, we can chart this option. I would like to make a bit of a change to the wave count for this particular option. So let me think, we had this 1, 2 down here. Yeah, so let me, because I thought about that this morning, just need to think if I remember it all. I want to show you the count. By the way, I'm taking the screen support box out. Anybody who entered in here, congratulations. So I'm also going to take those lines out. We don't really need them anymore. I think they're only confusing. We had 3 bull flags here. They all worked out. We take them out. No need anymore. And also here the lines. Keep it clean, right? So we've got the third wave up here, and we want to find the roadmap to get there. It's now getting quite tricky because we've got a lot of waves here, but from this low on the 30th of December, you could argue that we moved up here in a wave 1. We moved down in a wave 2. This was a wave 3 high, here a 4, and we're now in the 5th. So I'm going to zoom in into the detail in a minute. Just need to think if I've got that right. So 3, 4, yeah, okay, I think so. I'm going to change the wave degree now. So this would suggest that the wave 5 obviously could still be ongoing. Here we had 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. And now we need to understand, in the scenario that we still get one more high, which level should we hold? So I'm watching if we can get one more high here in wave 3 before we break down into this higher degree green wave 4. And anybody who still has, for example, a long position open, what is the level that the stop loss should be set below? And again, if you do that, that's entirely your decision. But let's go to the 30-minute chart. Here you can see actually quite nicely that we only have 3 waves so far. So that's why I'm watching if we could still get one more high here with a small 1-2 setup. Then here the 3. This could be a 4 and then another high. Going to the very small degree here. This is certainly a possibility. And which level should the wave 4 not break? So let me just see. So we need to hold the 1376 level, the 50% fib retracement. We are now hovering around the 23.6 retracement. I wouldn't be surprised to come down to the 38.2. No need, but it's the more frequent level for a wave 4. Sometimes they already bounce off the 23.6 fib retracement, but at the moment there's no evidence for it. So wouldn't be surprised to get here an A wave, maybe now a B wave, and then come down in C to 1385, 1386. Maybe even 1376, but below that level, below the 1376 level, I have to assume that the green wave 4 has started, yeah. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to move up my stop loss a little bit further, probably below the 61.8 retracement or so. Want to leave it a little bit more space because you can always get fake outs. And yeah, let's see. And then ideally, we are reversing here. At the moment, I would expect we get one more high because we only have 1, 2, 3 waves. Would like to see this 4th and the 5th pushing a bit higher, then come down in 4. Yeah, ideally this happens early today before we get CPI release. Now, what would be a target for this 5th wave? So we can make some estimations here based on the length of the 3rd wave. Let's say we come down to 1386, then the target range would be between 1436 and 1466. These can always be taken out, these targets, of course. It can always be a bit more bullish, as we've seen in the last few days. If the market is really running, you can reach those crazy extension targets. Okay, what happens if that level breaks that I just showed you? What happens if the 1376 level breaks? Then we have to assume that the high is already in. Would have to assume then that the wave 3 is already in, that we're coming down straight away. Then we can prepare for a deeper retracement. And then I would be looking for the area based on the current count. I would be looking at the area between 1362 and 1300. So it should then hold the $1,300 level. From the current point, if we drop below 1300, there would also be, the idea would be that also the green wave 5 isn't going to happen anymore, that we are probably going to come down. Therefore, today it will be a volatile day. It will be very interesting to see if those levels hold. On a day like that, which will be very volatile, if those levels get broken for a very short period, I wouldn't be bothered. So take that into account when you set your stop losses, because I wouldn't take short-term price action today around the time when CPI is released too seriously. It rarely changes the trend, but it can hit it can take a lot of orders out, hit a lot of stop losses. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, also check out the channel membership for additional updates, Discord and Telegram membership. You can see when I buy and sell. You can see Signals is gold member, and lots of additional content plus a weekly live stream. And also follow our Instagram and Twitter. Lots of additional content every day. And if you're interested, check out our trading course that we offer on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.